Thought I'd shoot another little video where it's not quite so windy. It's overcast today, a little chilly, so it's been rainy. Haven't got to really work on the Comet too much. Thought maybe you could see the stuff a little bit better. I came out today. I'm going to tell you something I'm going to do as well, but so you guys can start being critical of it. But anyway, there's the hood. Hood's painted, ready, finished, except the underneath side, of course. You saw that in the last one. And I like it. I guess that's all that's important. I wanted to show you guys something too. I told you this car's never been apart. I mean, I've had it for almost this entire life. And you know, I always do a lot of fitting and stuff. But you look at this front fender extension. It doesn't line up. It's never lined up, as far as I know. Probably factory crookedy. So we spent a lot of time getting stuff lined up, and truthfully, they never wore. But I guess we're trying to get them better. If you look at this side's better, but it's still not quite lined up. And I'll try to get those lined up when I put them back on. It's a little high, and then you see none of this quite is right. But like I said, I want to try to mold these on. May make a mess of things, but anyway, just wanted to show you that just so you'd see. The only thing that's ever been off this car is the hood. These I've had the hood off several times, and I don't know, it's a little low right here. The hood sets low. Of course, that's obviously an adjustment. It's okay out here. It's low back here. I don't know if that's a rubber bumper or I need to adjust the hood hinge. Obviously, I've never had the hood hinges off, so I don't know how they'd be low, but anyway. So, and then I was working on the roof, and you saw the still pictures, and it don't look real good because you can see where I just did rattle can that rust reformer, Rust-Oleum rust reformer, after I had removed all the rust, most of the rust, however you want to say it, and almost all the paint. So it had no paint left. It completely stripped it. And so it will be, I will be doing the other side. As you can see, that's what this side looked like. And now it looks like this. It may not look that much better to you. There's only one thing where I screwed up, and that was the spot I showed you, these pits here. I ground them down, so now I have a low spot. So I'm obviously gonna have to put some Bondo right there and skim that back out. So I'm not gonna do that again. I thought, well, that'd be the best thing to try to grind down. I'm not even pointing the right spot on the camera. Try to grind down these pits some. But I'm hoping that now these are the ones I put the POR 15, POR 15, however you say it, in the bottom of them. Then I ground. That's why it's ground, because then I ground it down before I did the rust reformer on there. But I don't think that's necessary. What I'm going to do on this, as soon as I get that side done, on the whole roof, I'll DA it back down and DA probably most of this rust reformer off. It's supposed to reform rust, and go ahead and fill the pits with just some Bondo or some glazing putty or something. I don't know. I'll probably do it in big swaths, and then I'll of course resand the roof before I prime it. Primer, seal it, whatever I do. It'll be cheap, whatever I do. So anyway, that's about that. And I don't want to take too long here. So this drip rail here actually looks pretty good, but I probably will reseal the drip rail here. This one, the stuff hasn't come out of after 50 some years. Now, what I was going to talk about is this trunk lid. Last time I didn't have the key. I got the key now. Of course, I sprayed a little bit of rust reformer, just what was left in the can on these spots that were bare. I didn't on these, and of course they look bad already. But I'll probably hit the trunk here sometime. The trunk lid doesn't have pits in it that I know of, and may have whenever I do it. But the trunk, I want you to understand this. This trunk lid is really not any good. Let me show you why. You know, I was complaining at Pigeon Forge this year that the trunk wouldn't stay up, but look at it now. It's popped right open. It stays right up. Doesn't come down on your head. So, who knows? It's always been that way, where it would come down on your head. But obviously, I think I talked about this. I didn't show you. And I don't know if it's bad or it's horrible. It's pretty horrible in my opinion, but I know there's some could be worse. And that needs repaired. It's good on the sides, as you can see there. It's only bad up here, and I'm not really sure I don't want to do a hack job on it really, but I don't know if I can get enough pieces off that other car to fix this. So it don't have to be perfectly pretty. You know, I'm not making a show car, but I don't want it to come back. So I don't want to do something that's just going to make it rust worse. But anyway, we'll talk more about this here in a second. I'm going to kind of show you on this trunk lid. So the trunk lid looks pretty good. I mean, it's in good shape on here, except up here, and I guess this is probably common. I told you it had this big hole right there. It does. Look at that. It's terrible. It's all rusted out right there. There's no structural left to that. But it's way all now. Really, I didn't know. Let me get over here. It's pretty rusty. I mean, not near as bad. So I am going to do a hack job on this trunk. I'm going to practice on some stuff because I'll probably eventually change the trunk lid. So I'm just going to try some experiments on it. I figure and see how long it lasts. In the meantime, I'll probably be looking for a better one. But it's got a little bit of rust right there too, right over the top of where that stuff was rusted below. But anyway, so this one will probably be practice. I'll practice some stuff on this that you probably wouldn't do on a regular car. But there's a mouse nest. You see it. Look at that. Nasty little critters. He probably doesn't help the rust situation at all. But anyway, so I'll probably try to take pictures of this, and when I do, don't be critical of me because it's just I'm just going to do a hack job on it. I don't care because I'm going to try to find a different one. Because maybe, and if I can find a better one, that's the whole thing. I mean, I surely can. 64 sedan trunk. I'm not going to look for it like real. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for one right now. I'll just try to fix that, make it so it won't rust worse, get it painted so it looks good on the outside, and not really worry about the inside. I told you about my trunk down in here. See, look, I got rust hole there next to the wheel well. My wheel well's actually bad. Don't look down there at all that. But see, I've got this where I've actually put some primer, and actually there's some fiberglass cloth in that. But we'll probably grind that up. I'll probably replace all that. This side, obviously it's got the same, I don't know if it's got the fiberglass cloth. I don't really remember. But obviously it's got some bubbling up right there. So that's all going to be ground off of there. Now this piece here is actually alright. This piece on both sides is okay. It's just right on top of the frame rail. And there's a spot right there. You can see that. And I don't want to move this. I'm lazy. It's all rusted out right. Well, you can see right there. It's rusted out. It looks worse underneath the plywood. See? Obviously. In front of the gas tank. And that's where I told you I was going to take that other piece. But this part up here is alright. Yeah, that piece up there is okay. And that's where I told you I was going to take the one off the parts car and possibly scoot this all back and put a Mustang tank in here because it's cheaper. Just see if I can. So anyway, that's about the extent of everything that I've gotten done. It's been raining. As you can see, it's kind of wet out anyway. But like I say, this is my next thing I'm going to work on again. Obviously, get the other half of the roof done. I'll try to film it. Of course, I went and got my GoPro. I was going to do this with the GoPro instead of the phone, and the GoPro was dead. So now this, figure if I can get my camera in the right spot. You can see that needs the stuff chipped the rest of the way out. I don't know, good or bad. I'm thinking about just wire wheeling and getting out what'll come out and just leave the old in there. Now, I don't know, you guys may say it's a bad idea. I do definitely need to get that piece chipped out. It's kind of loose. I haven't got up there to do that. And then reseal over it, but I don't know if it's a good idea or bad idea if I'll seal rust under. I don't know. This ain't too bad here. That's some of the worst spots of rust are right here. But I've been doing a little Googling around and watching videos, and I finally decided my roof's not all that bad after I've seen some that people fixed. I mean, mostly it's, I don't know if you can see that pit right at the end of my finger is a big one. But I think if I can get all the rust off of there and get it wire brushed and using either the rust remover, I'll probably do a combination. I'll probably wire brush this. This is my intention when I come out, is to wire brush this some And then I've got one of those rust remover discs that actually goes on a drill, doesn't go on the grinder. And I think when I put the rust remover on here, I'll use the drill and scrub that with it, with the drill. Because I don't like to say, remember on the other side I completely removed everything. I had bare metal. And so, and I didn't do any kind of paint stripping, it was just what it was. But so I'll probably do the wire brush and the rust remover with the, I think like a Scotch-Brite. And then I'll clean it, and then I'll go probably either rust remover or vinegar and a hand Scotch-Brite. And then finally I'll take the DA sander with some 60 or some 80 grit and go over the whole roof, and then do the rust reformer on the whole thing after I clean it. So, and then after I get that all done, like I say, I'm probably going to DA the whole roof and fill the pits, do the pit filling and all that before I put the final and all the body work that has to be done, I guess. Really, there's not very many dents in the roof. I think that one over on the other side, there's one, and I may find more as I go. Maybe hail dents, I don't know. The car's never lived in a garage, so it's done pretty good for never being in a garage. I mean, I was in a bad hailstorm. It just beat my wife's Jeep all to pieces, and this car was sitting right next to it. And it didn't even dent I think I had one little dent on one of these pieces of chrome that was up the side that I can knock out of it with no problem. One thing I've got to figure out, I've never done it, I know some of you guys have, is I got to take these stinking wing windows out. So, and I don't know I'm hoping this rubber's available, because that's hard as rock. So those are going to have to come out and get that replaced. And this, well, of course, all the weather strips have to be replaced on the car. But that's a project for on down. Again, my goal right now is to get it kind of halfway protected. I don't. So you see what happened when I did the hood? I went ahead and painted it and everything, but which probably wasn't wise. And of course, obviously, you guys know I painted my grill. But I'm going to try to avoid getting that too far on the project, because I got a lot of mechanical stuff to do. And my main concern is mechanical on this car right now. I just want to get I want to get it drivable. But I want to protect the body as much as I can. I will do the floors. That's probably going to be one of the projects I consider that to be kind of mechanical and not really body work, because it's a structural part of the car. So the floor pans and where I needed to do work on the floors and the torque boxes. But as you guys know, it's going to get the Mustang 2 front end in it, which I already have most of the parts for. I'm lacking, I don't know, tie rod ends and the steering linkages, the arms, whatever they are. Things goes down to the rack and pinion, and then I don't have my airbags yet. It's got airbags. You guys know I got the rear end already, which is an 8.8 Ford Explorer. And I got triangulated 4-link for that back there, and I have everything there, but I have the airbags. I don't have the airbags, and I don't have any shocks for anything yet either. But that's just minor stuff. I'm going to try to find, again, just off the shelf shock absorbers for it. I don't want anything special. They can be performance, maybe. I don't even know if I'll need them, but I like to have the car have a good. I like it to handle good. It ain't gonna have no power, so it needs to handle good. I'll let it have some power. Come on, a 250 is not that small. Anyway, this is a little quick video. Hopefully, it's 14 minutes, so I'll probably cut that down a little bit. But I will try to get this edited and posted, and I will talk to everybody. I know I'll talk to everybody in June. So I'll see you later.